silently across the forgotten hills as archaeologist Ethan Reed brushed dirt from an ancient stone marker. He had spent years chasing legends, but this excavation felt different. The locals warned him not to dig there. They called it the Sleeping King's Ground. No one knew why. Deep beneath the earth, Ethan's team uncovered a Bronze Age burial site, untouched for over 3,000 years. Pots, bones, and strange symbols covered the chamber walls. Then, one of the workers shouted, "Sir, you need to see this." Half buried beneath layers of soil lay a sword. But it wasn't rusted. It looked impossible. The blade shimmered with a faint golden glow, almost untouched by time. Ancient bronze should have decayed centuries ago. Yet this sword looked as if it had been buried yesterday. As Ethan lifted it from the ground, a freezing gust swept through the chamber. The lights went out. Darkness. Then, whispers. Not from his team, from everywhere. Ancient voices echoed around him in a language no one could understand. The walls began vibrating. Dust fell from the ceiling. Suddenly, Ethan saw something impossible. For a split second, the burial chamber disappeared. He stood on a battlefield. Thousands of warriors in bronze armor charged across blood-soaked fields. Fires burned under black skies. In the center stood a giant warrior king, wearing a crown of iron and holding this exact sword. The king turned and looked directly at Ethan. "You woke me?" The vision ended. The lights returned. Everyone stood frozen. "Did you see that?" Ethan asked. Silence. No one had, only him. That night, Ethan couldn't sleep. He researched the symbols from the tomb and found a forgotten legend. A king named Arden forged a sacred weapon meant not for war, but to imprison something beneath the earth. Before dying, he ordered himself buried with the blade. His final warning? If the sword rises, the gate opens. At 2:13 a.m., alarms from the excavation site activated. Ethan rushed back. The burial chamber stood open. The sword was gone. Footprints led into the darkness beyond the site. But they weren't human. They looked ancient, bare feet, and they had come from inside the tomb, not outside. Then, from the hills, Ethan saw a figure standing under the moonlight. A warrior, bronze armor, iron crown, holding the sword, watching him, waiting.